Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show. Welcome back again to Vegas Live with Ninon, and I have Weston with me. He was on some time ago, and I believe every year he puts on a
huge
event,
film festival.
A film festival. Now, filming in Vegas up to a few years ago wasn't so hot, and I never knew why. Because they've got every single scene you would want in Vegas. You don't have to build a set. You don't have to do anything. So now, is this your second one you're putting on? Or
No,
the
this
third?
is we moved here in 2017, and so with the pandemic we missed last year, but we didn't cancel. We just postponed. So we're doing 2 years worth of shows. In this July 26th. I'm sorry, July 26th through August 1st.
So it's quite a long 4 days.
Yeah, and we're going to show about 750 films. We've got 7 award shows.
And where's it going to be held?
It's going to be at the Galaxy Boulevard Theaters.
The Galaxy Boulevard Theaters.
Such a wonderful partner. Katie over at Galaxy, the whole team at Galaxy has just been amazing for us. I mean, just what
Galaxy, aren't they down? They've in the shopping
Boulevard,
center.
Yeah, in the Boulevard Theater, in the Boulevard Mall. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard such great things. I've done all red carpets there.
It's the biggest screen. I see pictures of you there all the time.
Yeah, I do red carpets down there.
Yes, you do. So you're familiar with it.
I'm very familiar with it. So if you're having a red carpet,
we're having more than that. You're invited. I get passes for you.
You got stuff for me.
I've got stuff waiting for you.
Yeah, well, anything I can do for you.
I'll tell you what you could do. You could just come and be you. It would be so nice because you're such a great person to have in Vegas because you promote people who sometimes would be marginalized. And you've done such a magnificent job of bringing awareness to a lot of causes.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. So thank you. So you come. Everything is you. You have everything. You're the queen. You're the queen of Vegas, and so therefore you will be taken care of.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much.
We're showing a lot of movies.
If I can do that,
yeah, we've got a total of 19 different film festivals and events taking place at one time. So we have everything from Action on Film to Hollywood Dreams, News Fest, TMIF, the Las Vegas Asian Film Awards, Conquering Disabilities for people with challenges.
This is what Vegas needs.
Because that's what Vegas, it's everything, right?
This is what Vegas needs, because we need to get into Vegas what Vegas is. What is Vegas? Yeah. Vegas is the entertainment and music industry of the world. It's the capital. This is where it's like when we were shut down, and I did a little video of when they were shut down. I'm driving down Vegas Boulevard, nothing except police cars with their lights going around, and it was so amazing that you look and think, what happened to Vegas? And now I was driving up the other day. I was taking a shortcut, which ended up a long cut, but I was happy to do it. And there were the people out back again.
Yep.
We must not forget what Vegas is.
Vegas is a living thing.
24 hours a day, Vegas is alive.
Right, and I want to separate the thought of the casinos from Vegas because they're two completely separate things.
Well, they are and they aren't.
Yeah.
Because they do bring in the visitors.
No, they're great. I'm not putting them down. I'm saying the casinos are great, but they're two different things.
They are.
See, we used to have our festivals inside the casinos.
Yes.
It's a distraction for people who want to come see a movie and enjoy culture.
Okay.
If they want to go have dinner and play some machines and drink, oh my God, it's the best place in the world. But there's more to Vegas than just that.
So you made the choice of having it somewhere else.
Oh yeah, we moved into
the Galaxy.
We moved into the Galaxy Theaters.
The Galaxy Theater is amazing. They help everybody.
Oh.
They're great to work with. Everything's there. You've got all the theaters.
I don't want to speak ill of any previous theater partners we had before.
Of course not.
But compared to Galaxy, they're garbage. And I can honestly say that. The way we've been treated, the way we've been spoken to, the way that we are just the love that these people have, and you could see it. It's a difference in the business side that I've dealt with before, because the business side is greedy and short-sighted and looking only for today.
Yes.
And the relationship side that I like is looking for a very long time to do a lot of great things.
Okay, so you're in the industry. You see what's going on. So now, do you see it opening up bigger and bigger and bigger for the film industry?
I have never seen so many tickets sold so fast.
For your event?
Yeah. It almost breaks my heart.
Hallelujah!
Yeah, the number of films we're showing is the greatest number ever. I think that, every year I pick about 20 filmmakers out of hundreds of writers, and I call and say, hey, it's Del with Action on Film. I want to talk to you about your work. And only about 20. And everyone who gets those calls is always, oh my God, I got a call. Not that I'm so special, but your work is acknowledged with us. Well, this year I find that I'm calling every person. And you would have no idea how many people are trying to get here from outside. They're trying so hard. Canada is trying so hard. I think their lockdown will be up this month, but they're trying. We got people. Italy is trying so hard. Australia is trying so hard, but every other place is coming.
They're all coming to you.
They're all coming to Vegas and to our show because they want to be loved and acknowledged and treated with respect.
Well, United States of America is still the number one. I don't care what's going on in the world and what's happening. It is still the number one place to go to. It still has that. It still has the charisma. It still has
the only people who believe it's not are the people who want to buy it cheap. See, the only
nothing is cheap.
No, but think about it for a second. America's wonderful. It's the best.
It's the best place in the world.
Listen, I've been around. There's nothing like it. I don't care what you think or say. There's nothing like it. And you can put it down if you want. But the people who are putting it down because they want a bigger piece of it. And they want that piece cheap. They want it cheap. They don't want to pay for it. They want you to give it to them for beads, right? Yes. They don't want to pay the real price.
No.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a little wake-up call. America is the best place in the world. It is God's kissed and blessed country. There will always be negativity, but you cannot destroy it.
There's always negativity.
You cannot destroy it, and they're trying. But if you keep your finger on the pulse, you're going to say, "Thank God for that being exposed. We needed that to be exposed."
Well, sometimes you have to expose it to get it done.
To get it, yes.
Otherwise, if you keep hiding it, you don't know what to do. And
100%, and it's all out now. We know everything about everybody now.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think it's good. I think it's, America has always been a very open book.
Of course.
We are an open book. We are a free country. What country can you really go into and actually open a business up within weeks of coming here?
And doing business.
And making money.
I have 3 new festivals. The Great Las Vegas Asian Film Awards.
Okay.
And Miracle Makers. And those 2 businesses were started by diverse women, one younger, one a little older. One was an expat from China who'd come here to tell a story about Hong Kong. Well, while she was here, she got a letter from China that said, by the way, do not come back to China. You will be jailed. And you are no longer welcome here. So her fiance said, well, I'll move because I love you. And he moved here and they got married. And now her family's here. But she now owns let's think about this. Being kicked out of China for expressing yourself.
Which is your home.
And now you have a festival where you can express the work of thousands of people. So they did her a favor.
They did.
So I love it when things are exposed because in the truth, you can always have an opportunity to say, oh, that's interesting, and we can grow. I'm not looking to judge you or to hurt you or punish you. I just want to know the truth.
Yes.
It's much better to be in the light than it is in the dark. I don't care what the circumstances are.
And you know both.
Except for with my second ex-wife. Get to that.
Well, hang on a second. What do you mean your second ex-wife?
You got to keep the lights on for that.
Or maybe keep them off.
No, you put them on. That way I can see my lawyer. If I don't know where he is, I got a problem.
Okay, so
Kevin Diamond, you're the best.
Okay, so Nevin Diamond.
Kevin Diamond.
Oh, Kevin Diamond.
Oh, my Thorndale Armstrong Law offices in Las Vegas. You are the best. Man, they're good.
Well, talk about a plug. You must be really good.
No, he's coming to the show. He's going to be giving a prize away at the festival this year. It's not a plug. Wonderful. They're going to be giving away something from us to a very special guest. Because we're doing some things this year. We recognize that so many people are gone who should be here.
Yes.
That we're not going to wait until they're gone. For the ones that are still here to celebrate them, we're going to celebrate them now.
Celebrate them, make sure
right
you get
now,
them
today,
right now.
And that's why you're going to see people. There's a great stuntman named Bob Yerkes, and he's the best stuntman in the world. He's run the Stuntmen's Association for years. He said, "Hey, Del," he said, "Del." Then you'll know what I'm saying. When he said, "Del, if I can talk about God on your stage, I'll be there."
Oh, how sweet!
How ill he is, and he said, "If I can just talk about God, I'll be there."
I'll be there.
He's coming, so you'll get to say hello to your friend.
I get to say hello to my friends. Oh, I saw a lot of friends down there.
And I don't know if you know his friend Tree.
I know Trey, yes.
She's the one we're dealing with. Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah.
So this is all very exciting, but this takes a lot of time, and then you have
to... It takes about a year to put it together.
But also, don't you have to have people to come in and for the, to help raise the money and everything?
No, we're private funded. We've been private funded for years. The first time we really took anything in came from the support and the love of a guy named Dr. Robert Goldman.
Okay.
And he met us.
Shout out to him.
He said, that's a plug. Hey, this is a plug, Dr. Bob, because you're the best. In fact, he's bringing Prince Garros from Lebanon. They're doing a ceremony at the festival.
That's funny.
We have everybody coming.
I lived in Beirut for 2 years.
Oh, really
Lebanon.
Now?
Yeah.
Well, Prince Garros is coming, so come have a good time and say hello.
I got to say hello. We'll find out when he's there.
What festival brings together royalty, everything from every group. And we have every color, every ethnicity,
But that's how it should be. Because
with everything, you know, and we're trying to do.
But it's also the film world. You know, it's sort of the entertainment world.
Yes and no.
World.
I think the Oscars told us a lot about what the film world's really about this year. I think the Oscars was probably one of the biggest embarrassments that you could possibly have, to hold an award show like that in a train station. And to do it the way they did it was just not produced well. It was just not produced. It was produced very badly. I never understood it. I think it would have been better if they didn't have it. Well, they shouldn't have had it for reasons outside. They should have just announced the winners.
Yes.
Because they made it a political play for Black Lives Matter, and they made it a political play for all these groups that are going to be irrelevant soon. And yes. Because as the lights come on and we find out when a scam is a scam, and I'm not saying just them. I'm saying all kinds of groups.
There's lots of stuff.
There's lots of stuff going on. We don't know what's.
It's rising.
So now we're starting to see it,
and as you said,
it's what's relevant. Yeah, keep the lights on, because, you know, these kids, especially with the kids that are suffering through the work of BLM, is because they never saw a dime. They never got any education. They never got any benefit, but that hundreds of millions of dollars were raised, and it's horrible.
Black Lives Matter never got it.
They got it. They just didn't disperse it to the people who need it.
No, they got it.
They got it, but
I'm not going to discuss it.
Yeah.
You know, when
I'm
you
just
know
saying
a little
that
bit of knowledge is very bad.
Well, I have a lot of knowledge on the subject. And here's my problem with it. Those
ahead.
Kids didn't get what they needed. The people who are suffering most didn't get help.
They didn't get help.
And
at
I
all.
think that's the worst thing.
But I also believe that the Black Lives Matter movement and everything else, I think they're realizing that they didn't get anything, and they're using them to get stuff, and they're not getting it.
Well, the people that are well-meaning in the group,
yes.
the regular, everyday people,
yes.
they have a real cause, and they need to be heard. The people who are on top of them are not their champions. They have the wrong champions. And if they can figure it out, they might do okay. And that's the sad part. But hey, we love everybody, want to see everybody do well. Yes. And that's why we have the young storytellers. We have programs for kids every year that actually help them.
Yes.
It's always funny.
That's good. We've got to help the younger
generation. There's
generation.
a great reporter on ABC named Rachel Scott. She's the I think she's the head anchor over there for ABC. She started with AOF.
Oh, really?
And she credits AOF with how she got her career. She says, because we trained her first on camera training.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids like that.
But
we want to see that same effort.
Well, to see the same thing happening over and over again.
I just met your previous guest. I didn't know they were at the Kiwanis. I said, hey, we'll do a special event for you and the kids and for the Bed Foundation. She's like, what?
Well, they had a story. See, I don't pre-interview, as you very well know. Yeah. So when all they
I don't do that either.
And when they started talking about 9/11, I'm like, oh my goodness. And her husband, his father, Matt's father, you know, we're all involved in the whole thing. I've never been that close to it. I mean, I've done stories on it, yes, but never been that close. And it kind of gives you chills when you suddenly, because it suddenly brings back, you know, when you're looking on television of it actually happening. And boy, it's mind-boggling. But
you know what it is when you see people who've been impacted in that way? It has to affect you. And you were saved from being treated to that particular lesson, right?
Yes,
so you have to do something because you were saved from it, right? A lot of people don't understand that. They just want to keep going by, I got lucky. No, you didn't get lucky. No, you were blessed.
You were blessed to be.
Now bless someone else.
Now bless somebody.
100%.
That's actually why we do the show, is to help a lot of people here.
You do help.
And, you know, try to help the ones that don't get out there, because our show is a kind of intermediate show. We're not the top show, and we're not the bottom show, but we've got very well known in the last 6 years, and everybody respects our show. Now we've got everybody wants to come on the show.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How many hearts did you break?
I don't know.
There had to be a ton of them, man. How many?
I know.
Long list, wasn't it? Look at you. Don't grab me. Melt my heart. Look at that. That's harassment as far as I'm concerned. Somebody as beautiful as you. What are you doing, girl?
Get him all nervous now. No, I won't break your heart. It's okay.
Thank you. I need that to happen.
So all right. So you need that. You just broke up from your wife?
No, I said I need that not to happen.
Not to happen.
No, my wife and I have been together for 27 years.
Good.
And it's a very interesting relationship. It's built on mutual desperation.
Mutual desperation. I've had it all, but I've never had mutual desperation.
Oh, yeah. You know, when you get to a point where you can't live without a person,
yes.
You love them so much.
Yes.
And you find that when they're not there, like, it's
Where
a funny thing.
Yeah, what?
I was in my office here tonight, and it's funny because I'll be talking to her because her desk is behind mine, but my back is to her, so, and her back is to me because we are.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to her for about 20, 30 minutes.
And she's not there.
She's not even close to me. She's gone. But it happens all the time. And so finally I thought to myself, what's going on? And
She's not answering me.
No, I don't care if she doesn't answer. Just listen. So, because when she talks back,
she's a good listener.
When she talks back, I get logic, then my arguments fall. So I just need to be quiet because you're gonna expose me, right? So I need her. And there's and I don't mean desperate in a bad way, because sometimes you're desperate for a chocolate, or you're desperate for a cup of coffee, or desperate for a cold drink.
Just like a smile.
So in that relationship, what I found is that I've become desperate for
her to be around,
for her presence, because her presence does something for me that nobody else's presence does.
For you.
And hopefully I do the same thing.
I hope so.
And after 27 years, I don't see anything
Well, I
stopping.
was married 29 years, and I had the same relationship.
I could tell.
I had the best husband in the world for me.
You broke him hard, boy.
Oh, he was lovely.
Oh, you broke him. He was a rocking bull when she met him. By the time she got down, he was giving her lamb's milk. Tell me I'm wrong. I know a little bit about
No, he wanted to date
if you
me
could see
every
her
2
audience,
weeks.
if you could see her eyes, oh my God, they are so beautiful. I know she batted those eyes twice. She says, "What do you want?" Oh my God.
Oh, and it was.
Of course.
But I met him when he didn't have any money.
Doesn't matter. He'll find it.
I think I had more money than him, and I had no money. So you worked that one out. But we did. Between the two of us, we worked it out. We worked so well together that we ended up with a beautiful home in Bel Air.
Of course you did.
We had a 7,000 square foot home in Bel Air. Then we moved to Mulholland Drive.
But that wasn't a testament to your love.
No,
that was a testament to him. Him being completely and totally broken by you.
Yeah,
and I love that.
But he was the two of us. I'm gonna start crying.
No, it was beautiful. You had it. Most people don't get it.
I had the most beautiful marriage any woman could have. The most beautiful marriage.
See, most people will never have that.
No,
and
they'll
God
never
bless
have
you for
that.
having
And I
it.
had it, and I loved it, and he loved me. I loved him, and that's the way it was.
Women don't know, but there's a thing that men do, right?
Okay. Well, there's a lot of things
when
men
do. When you're in public.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If a man loves you.
Yes.
When you get up to leave, he watches every step until he can't see you anymore. That's all you got to know. If women would just have a friend go with you sometime, right? That's sitting at another table, and then and watch if he watches you when you leave, and he watches you when you come back. He can't. I find myself in that trance. And it's not for any other reason. It's just that is the thing.
That's just the human touch, actually, because you're just so connected to her that you watch her. And...
Now, don't tell my girlfriend, 'cause it'll upset her. I'm kidding. I'm joking. She wouldn't be upset.
Your girlfriend wouldn't be upset.
No, I'm kidding. But it's just a great relationship, and we met magically. And
I met her.
Yeah,
and she's a lovely woman.
She's
lovely
a doll.
woman. She's a doll.
And she's a survivor.
So we're talking about films. We're talking about events. We're talking about the entertainment, the music industry, and now we got into marriage. It's a beautiful thing because I haven't really found anybody since.
Because there's no one like him.
There isn't, and he told me that. He said
you'll never.
He said you'll never find anybody like me. He said you'll never find a man like me, and I thought.
You know why?
So I think he's up
because
there
he
making
gave you
sure
everything he had.
Yes, he did.
He left nothing on the table.
Left nothing on the table.
He said everything is yours. And that's what a beautiful thing.
Absolutely true. So do I miss him? I miss him in a funny way because I talk to him all the time, and he guides me. And
100%.
He's there. He said, "But I'm never going to bring a man to you. I'm going to get rid of them all."
Well, see,
he doesn't want me to have one.
Can I ask? Was he older?
Yes.
See, that's a wonderful thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm older too.
Are you?
My wife, yeah.
He was 17 years older.
Oh, I'm not that much older.
Yeah, he was 17 years older. But I was always, he looked young and I looked older, I think, then. Now I look younger and he looks older, well, whatever.
Right.
But we just matched. Everything was fine.
Yeah,
everything was fine. It was matching. Everything was fine. It was not a problem.
Well, men are less mature than women, so you need to find someone.
Well, that's why.
Muslims say half your age plus 7.
Yes.
I think it's a little bit different, but it's true. Men are less mature than women.
And that's what I liked. I liked about because I was always taking care of myself. I took care of everything. I was always, a very independent woman,
and beautiful, and stylish, and educated, and charming,
Isn't that
and a woman that makes a man look good. And see what women don't understand is, you can build a woman man or you can destroy a man.
Yeah, a woman definitely can do that.
And if you got a good woman, oh my goodness,
keep her.
Ride that roller coaster. You got a bad woman.
Get rid of her.
No jail cell is deep enough.
On that, I'm going to thank you so much. Amazing. Absolutely wonderful.
Action on Film.
Yep.
July 26th through August 1st, the Boulevard Theaters. The website is actiononfilmfest.com. Actiononfilmfest.com.
Del Weston, find him. Find him out there. He'll be out there.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah. I want to thank you for coming on. Absolutely amazing. We're going to be right up with our next guest. I've just been told I've got to get things moving. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon. Take care. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.